What's up, you guys? Today we are making t-shirts for a Little League football team. Here we have their last names and their numbers. We are using a 12 by 24 inch sheet of vinyl on top of a cutting mat. Now we want to send this over to a cutter. You want to make sure that everything is undercut. So I typically just highlight everything, just make sure that everything's going to be cut and that it's not going to have a cut edge. And I use a blade of 3 and a force of 14 and a speed of 8 is okay. And everything's already mirrored, and so I'm going to send as is. All right, we got everything here. Now we just got to weed it out. Logo. Use 3G Jet Opaque heat transfer paper. Set it in the printer just like that. And we're gonna go back over to our program here. And let me zoom in for you guys real quick. Okay. You wanna make sure that your registration marks are on. So you're gonna come over here, registration. If I turn it off, you'll see it's off. If I come back over here, if I hit on, you see I have registration marks. Okay. Now you want to make sure that your width and height matches the type of paper that you're using. So in this case, we're using a 8.5 by 11 inch sheet. So that's exactly what you're gonna put in. And you want to make sure that your print border, hold on. Okay. So my print border here is not showing correctly. We're gonna have to fix that. So come over to your settings, printer, preferences. Yeah, see I have it set up for an 11 by 17 inch. And if you wanna fix that, you'll come over to 8.5 by 11, which is what we're using. And click OK, hit apply, then press cancel. Okay. Now our print border is correct now. Cool. Now we can print this with no issues. Print border, I want to bleed the print. Cool, hit print. Print, we're using a Canon IX6 6800. And it's going to print. Just make sure your settings are correct. Now we want to send this over to the cutter and contour cut that. You want to set it onto your cutting mat just the way you see it right here, and you want to feed it into your cutter now. Cutter. Now we're going to go back over to the program and where you see the red outlines is exactly where it's going to cut. So that looks good. It's exactly how I want it to look. Now for heat transfer paper, I use a blade 3 and a cut force of 8. And the speed here is that's okay. I'm just gonna drop it down to a 7 for whatever. Everything looks good. Now let's send as is. Okay, it's reading the registration marks. We're cutting around the logo, and it delivers a perfect cut every time. It's cutting exactly right around that logo. I just place it like on the shoulder blade, and then I place the number just below it. But yeah, I pretty much just eyeball it. I don't really do too many measurements. Sometimes if I'm having a hard time thinking that it's centered, then I'll use a tape measure. But other than that, I just eyeball it. Okay, so after we've sent this over to the cutter for the contour cut, you're just gonna grab the corner of the heat transfer paper and just pull back, just like basically as if you were weeding. Basically, weed's the same as vinyl. Now you just want to kind of loosen up each one. Just get your tool here, and then just loosen up each image or whatever part of the image. In this case, I gotta loosen up all of them. Just like grab the corner and just loosen it up, just so that it makes it easier for the carrier sheet. It makes the transition a whole lot easier. Basically, I have a little piece of carrier sheet from Frisco Craft. Okay, so after you loosen up the image a little bit, just like around the edges, we're just gonna do one at a time. I got the Frisco Craft on there, the carrier sheet. There's the first one. And here I have on the back of the t-shirt the last name and the number. And my heat is at 310, and I believe it's, yeah, my time should be at 10 seconds. And we can just press that. All right, 10 seconds is up. This is just with firm pressure. Cool. Yeah, just medium pressure. Just make sure that it's not too light of pressure, or it won't get the contact that it needs. So make sure that it's fairly firm. At least the contour cut. Those are just extras. These are the logos that we're gonna need for the front of the t-shirts. You can see they got color and graphic and all that kind of stuff. This is with that printer right there. We have the t-shirt laid out. Now you're just gonna wanna slap that left chest logo. Bam. Okay, now let's go over to the press. Okay, we have the left chest logo. Now you're gonna wanna get your press up to 360 degrees for 22 seconds, 25, whatever, 22 degrees, that's fine. And just place a carrier sheet, or not a carrier sheet, but Teflon sheet or parchment paper in this case. Okay, so at 360 degrees for 22 seconds, you just want to remove the carrier sheet. There's your logo. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask. I'll link everything in the bio. So yeah, once you guys are done with the t-shirts and you guys got them all bagged up, add your business card. I made these business cards with my inkjet printer. So I also made these on this inkjet printer here, and I'll add all that stuff in the description. Tutorial on how to make business cards with this inkjet printer. Just say something in the comments and I'll do so. All right, you guys, I hope you guys were able to learn a lot in this video. Please smash that like for me and subscribe. Thanks, guys.